Okay, so moving on with my project, I've attached these brackets. These brackets came with this cradle, I'm going to call it, what came from eBay. This one is, I bought this specific for my car, so it's specifically a Kia Sedona one. And in it was two of these brackets, which you can set the length to how far out you want them from your cradle. It's for doubled in, so what I've done is I've just fastened the top row to my audio radio, my music radio I should say, and then that should just, I'm just trying to think how I can do this without dropping the camera. That should just then slide in here, excuse me, that should slide in there, and clip there. If this goes out of focus, I'm terribly sorry. And there we go, so that is actually that part of the radio held in. Very scratchy, this bracket. This part of the radio held in place. So, oh well, it would be if I actually clipped that in the right place. Hang on, just 1 second. Yeah, there we go. That's held in place. Right, and just needs the CB in the bottom half. There we go. It's a little bit thinner, yeah, on the sides. So all I need to do now, as that one's secure, is I'm going to drill a hole through this plate to match up where the mounting hole is on there, and then I've been and I've bought some slightly longer screws that have, these have the same screw thread. These have the same screw thread as the ordinary mounting bolts that you get, the black ones that come with the radio. So I'll just drill a hole through there, and that'll be my CB held in place. Right, I'm having to hold this one-handed, so I might have to jump over a little bit, but I'm now thinking about how I'm going to get the power to my radio. The room is such a mess at the moment. How am I going to get the power to my radio? We've got a black and red line here. The red line says ignition switch, and the black line obviously says chassis. So those are the two ones which are going to be on the accessory switch on the ignition. So I'm going to use the black and red lines off here to connect my black and red wires for the radio. Now, there's a couple of ways I could connect them. I'm going to connect them with these for now. I'm not a fan of these, yeah, because they're not the best connector. I think the best connection would be to solder the wires together, and I might do that in the future. If these turn out not to be too good in this particular installation, then what I'll do is I'll solder the wires together, but I'm going to connect them about halfway down, I think, because that way, if I wanted to solder the connection, I would need the heat shrink tube down here somewhere, so maybe 2/3 of the way down, somewhere here. I'm going to put them. Right, so I'm just going to skip ahead because I ain't got enough hands to hold everything. Hi! So we're not doing too bad. We have our heavy. We have our audio radio, our music radio, we'll call it music radio, in there, and that's secure. We have our lead that's going to go, in fact I'll put it on now. This lead for the ISO connectors at the back of the radio. So we have this lead, and that will plug straight into the wiring of the Sedona, the car, and we also have plus and minus here to go to power our CB. And I'm just resting now. I'm resting because my drone needs charging up, so I'm having a rest. If you remember how disappointed I was at the modifications that they made to this radio, this LM220, the fact that the signal meter isn't working and it's only pushing out low wattage as far as I can tell. You'll be pleased. Yes, I bought a new one. I went to Nights because I emailed Nights, and he sent me a reply saying that he had one left in his shop. This is Nights in Kent and Lindsay in Lincolnshire. Yes, Lincolnshire. He thought he'd run out because this is a discontinued model. So he thought he'd run out, but in fact he had one in his shop, one last one. So I'm going to be putting in this one, and I'll be destroying and taking great pleasure in destroying this one. I've got just the tool outside for that heavy pickaxe. Smashed through. Looking forward to that. That's probably going to be my fun for Saturday. Anyway, so the radio that's at the moment I'm just using this to like measure up and just get all the holes and everything ready. And then I'll be using my new Midland to for the final big charge. Right, so I have the new radio, the new Midland 220 in there. It's held on by that, and that by there. This one is held on by that clip. So there we go. It's plugged in at the moment. Let's see what power we get. Nearly 4. Yeah, that's a lot better than the last one was doing. So I'm happy with that. We've done really well today. We've got our wires ready at the back. What we'll do is the wire which is powering it will just go onto that clip when it's in the car, and we're ready, just about to put the unit into the car. So that will be the next job, I think.